You are listening to the Baby Phillyfox Weekly Mashup. The June 16th, 2025 WWE Raw episode on Netflix was popping in Green Bay, Wisconsin with mad drama and crazy action. Here's the 411 on what went down. Kickoff vibes, Liv Morgan talking spicy. Liv Morgan rolling with Dominic Mysterio, hit the stage, flexing as the illest women's tag champ ever, and demanding respect on 100. She was trying to secure the bag with a Women's World Championship rematch, but AO Sky wasn't having it. AO told her to chill with the yapping, then dropped her with a kick and clapped Dominic with a quick jab. Who bodied the matches? Queen of the Ring first round. Asuka versus Stephanie Vacker versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Ivy Nile. Asuka 8. Rhea Ripley slid in, hitting Raquel with the riptide. Asuka was hyped, telling Kathy Kelly she's still got that sauce and is coming for the Queen crown. AJ Styles versus JD McDonough, W Dominic Mysterio. AJ cooked. He outplayed Judgment Day's squad, dipping with the Intercontinental title like a boss. Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan Kairi held it down. Liv's shoulder was messed up so she couldn't finish, handing Kairi the dub. King of the Ring. First round, Sheamus versus Jay. Uso versus Rusev versus Bronson Reed. Jay Uso was lit. He pinned Bronson Reed after Mad Chaos. Seth Rollins tried to press him post-match, but Cody Rhodes pulled up, keeping it a buck. Big moments. Gunther's glow-up. The new world heavyweight champ was feeling himself, brushing off his WrestleMania L to Jay Uso and clowning Goldberg rumors. But Goldberg crashed the party, setting up a scrap for July 12th at Saturday night's main event. The New Day acting wise, they dissed Green Bay as the toilet paper capital and said nobody's on their level for the tag titles. Bayley versus Becky Lynch beef. Bayley called out Becky for a title shot, saying she's shook. Becky offered a match down the line, but Bayley hit her with a sneaky move. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross drama. Zayn called Kross soft, promising to settle the score after King of the Ring. Behind the scenes heat. Dominic was trying to hold JD McDonough down while Finn Balor was scheming to help Liv. Sheamus was ready to throw hands with Rusev after weeks of shade. What's good next? With Liv Morgan hurt, Jay Uso shining, and big title fights brewing, the road to Saturday night's main event is wild. Stay locked in with the Baby Phillyfox podcast for the realest wrestling tea and updates. Source, E-Wrestling News.
Good afternoon. This is Erica for the Phillyfox podcast. Following a successful cervical surgery, WWE legend Hulk Hogan was recently admitted to a medical facility due to a minor adverse reaction. Eric Bischoff, a close associate and former wrestling executive, issued a statement to clarify the situation. Hulk Hogan underwent a highly successful cervical procedure and experienced a minor complication post-surgery. He is responding positively to treatment and is expected to be discharged from the hospital later today. His medical team remains optimistic and fully anticipates a complete recovery in the near future. This update comes in response to unfounded rumors initially spread by radio personality Bubba the Love Sponge, falsely claiming that Hogan was in critical condition or on his deathbed. These claims have been firmly debunked by Hogan's representatives as well as Bischoff, who emphasized that the wrestling icon is in stable condition and under excellent care. Fans and the wrestling community are encouraged to rely on verified updates from credible sources as Hogan continues his recovery. Is Vince McMahon looking to get back in wrestling? Sports Illustrated indicates that McMahon is exploring multiple avenues for his comeback, such as establishing a new wrestling organization from the ground up or forming a strategic partnership with an existing promotion. The potential involvement of Shane McMahon is seen as a key element that could generate significant interest in the project. However, no official announcements or confirmations regarding these plans have been made public. McMahon's ongoing legal issues continue to cast a shadow over his prospective return, raising questions about the feasibility and timing of any new venture. Sports Illustrated emphasizes that the wrestling community and fans should await further verified developments as McMahon navigates these complex circumstances. As reported by TJR Wrestling, AEW star Hangman Adam Page made headlines with pointed remarks about fellow wrestler Swerve Strickland, labeling him as one of the worst humans I've ever met. Despite the harsh critique, Paige acknowledged Strickland's talent, stating, "I won't take away his wrestling ability, his passion, his desire for not just pro wrestling, but for AEW." The comments stem from their heated rivalry, which has been a cornerstone of AEW's storylines throughout 2023 and 2024, sparked by a verbal and physical confrontation that ignited one of the promotion's most compelling feuds. Paige's remarks come on the heels of his victory in the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament at Double or Nothing 2025, defeating Will Ospreay in a stunning upset. This win secured Paige a shot at the AEW World Championship against Jon Moxley at AEW All In on July 12, 2025, in Arlington, Texas. However, Strickland's presence looms large, with speculation about potential interference in the upcoming title match, given their storied animosity. TJR Wrestling notes that while Paige is focused on Moxley, the unresolved tension with Strickland could play a significant role in AEW's future narratives. Stay up to date with the latest wrestling news and insights by tuning in to the Phillyfox podcast.
Jon Moxley and AEW face lawsuit for assault and negligence. Let's get into this. A shocking lawsuit has been filed against All Elite Wrestling, AEW, and wrestler Jon Moxley, accusing them of negligence, civil assault, and battery. The plaintiff, Christopher Dispenza, a crew member working with AEW since 2019 through Broadcast Service Group, claims he was injured during an unscripted incident on the May 10, 2023 episode of AEW Dynamite. What happened during a heated cage match between Moxley and Kenny Omega? Dispenza alleges Moxley shoved him to the ground while grabbing a screwdriver, an action not part of the scripted performance. This incident reportedly led to severe injuries, requiring cervical fusion surgery, shoulder surgery, and ongoing treatment. Dispenza's legal team at Rate Law PLLC filed the lawsuit on May 30, 2025, in Wayne County Circuit Court, seeking over $25,000 for medical costs, lost wages, disability, pain and suffering, emotional distress, and damage to his professional reputation. Claims against Moxley and AEW. The lawsuit paints a troubling picture, alleging Moxley either intended to harm Dispenza or acted with reckless disregard. It also claims Moxley has a history of disciplinary issues and unpredictability, though AEW sources refute this, describing him as a respected locker room leader. AEW is accused of gross negligence for failing to protect crew members, inadequate hiring and training of performers, and not addressing the incident despite awareness by management, including CEO Tony Khan and General Counsel Chris Peck. Incident aftermath. Dispenza reported feeling hurt to AEW's Dr. Michael Sampson, Chris Manzione, and a trainer, but no official incident report was filed. He claims AEW's training staff later refused to treat him, and the issue was never revisited. A brief conversation with Moxley post-incident was the only follow-up. What's next? AEW has declined to comment on the ongoing litigation. A status conference is scheduled for August 29, 2025. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story, and don't miss the latest insights on the Baby Phillyfox podcast, where we'll dive deeper into wrestling news and more.
Chelsea Green drops her dream Total Divas cast for a comeback. Chelsea Green, former WWE Women's United States champion, spilled the tea on her ideal Total Divas cast during a chat on the Lightweights podcast with Joe Volpis. Talking about her title run, WWE's Netflix show, and a potential revival of the 2013 reality hit, Chelsea shared who she'd love to see light up the screen. When asked about her dream Total Divas lineup, Chelsea didn't hold back. Chelsea Green and Maxine Dupree, Sydney. "Gotta have me and Sydney," Chelsea said, hyping her vibe with Maxine. She'd be the one stirring drama while Sydney, who she never calls Maxine IRL, keeps it cool and listens. "We'd be talking mad sot," she joked. Tiffany Stratton. Chelsea thinks Tiffy's a lock, but her chill, grounded personality might not bring the reality TV spice. "She's so normal, it might be boring," Chelsea admitted. Nia Jax, a Total Divas OG. Nia's a must for Chelsea. "She knows all the juice, all the goss," she said, praising Nia's knack for having the inside scoop. Natalya, Natty. The ultimate WWE vet, Natty's the glue of the locker room. Chelsea called her the OG of OGs and a non-negotiable pick. Naomi, another original Total Divas star. Chelsea wants Naomi back, to bring her glow and energy to the reboot. Bianca Belair. While Bianca's super sweet and level-headed, Chelsea thinks fans would love seeing her and Montez Ford's home life. "That'd be dope," she said. Chelsea also hinted at scrapped Secret Service plans with a now-released WWE star and teased some wild moments in the upcoming WWE Unreal docuseries. Be sure to follow the Baby Phillyfox podcast for more wrestling tea and exclusive insights. Need more gossip or updates? Let me know. WE Total Divas. Chelsea Green.
Raw's popping off June 16th, 2025 at Green Bay's Resch Center. Fam, Bayley's gonna spit about why she wilded out on Becky Lynch, and Liv Morgan's dropping bars on her Nikki Bella beatdown. King of the Rings got Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed, and Jey Uso throwing hands, while the Queen of the Rings got Asuka, Ivy Nile, Stephanie Vaquer, and Raquel Rodriguez going in. Morgan's also scrapping Kairi Sane, Gunther's pulling up, and Nick Aldis is holding it down as GM, while Adam Pearce is chilling on vacay. Straight fire, yo.
Yo, where does WWE low-key axed Damage Control back in early May 2023? Here's the tea. Dakota Kai got bounced, and that's what sparked the whole thing. They told the announcers to quit name-dropping Damage Control. Bayley been ghost since last year. Asuka and Kairi Sane are laid up with injuries, so only Io Sky's holding it down. Ain't no plans to bring the squad back, but some of them might link up again down the road. Bayley's back on TV, already beefing with Women's Intercontinental Champ Becky Lynch, keeping it 100. Stay up to date with the Phillyfox podcast.
In a revealing episode of her podcast, What's Your Story?, Stephanie McMahon shared a compelling perspective on her father, Vince McMahon, as detailed in an e-wrestling news article. She described Vince as his own biggest nemesis, a striking characterization that points to his intensely self-critical nature and tendency to overanalyze every decision. This self-imposed pressure, Stephanie noted, is not a flaw, but a catalyst for his relentless pursuit of excellence. It's as if Vince is in a constant battle with himself, always striving to outdo his previous achievements. This mindset has undeniably shaped WWE's trajectory, transforming it from a regional wrestling outfit into a global entertainment powerhouse. Talking to Nick Khan, Stephanie elaborated that Vince's internal struggle fuels his drive for innovation, pushing him to rethink strategies and take bold risks that others might shy away from. His refusal to settle for the status quo has led to groundbreaking moments in WWE's history, from the launch of WrestleMania to the expansion into streaming platforms. She expressed deep admiration for his ability to adapt and evolve, qualities that have not only sustained WWE's dominance, but also inspired her own leadership approach and motivated countless others within the organization. It's a testament to how personal drive can ripple outward, shaping an entire industry. The e-wrestling news article includes a direct quote from Stephanie's podcast, capturing her candid reflections, and embeds a video of the discussion, though its current accessibility remains unverified. This glimpse into Vince McMahon's psyche offers more than just a peek behind the curtain of WWE's success. It reveals the complex, almost paradoxical nature of a man who thrives on challenging himself. His story is a reminder that sometimes the greatest obstacles we face are the ones we create in our own minds, and overcoming them can lead to extraordinary results. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi just dropped a hot take. He says Charlotte Flair isn't among the all-time greats, despite her record-breaking titles and Royal Rumble wins. Rikishi thinks legends like Jacqueline Moore, Ivory, and Jazz could have matched her if they got the same push. He says they carried stars like Trish Stratus and Lita and would dominate today's scene. What do you think? Is Charlotte Flair overrated, or is Rikishi off base? Drop your thoughts below. There's a big push backstage in WWE to move SmackDown's LA Night to Monday Night Raw, according to WrestleVotes. Folks behind the scenes think his larger-than-life persona would be a perfect fit for the Netflix broadcasted show, giving it a fresh vibe. Since joining WWE in February 2021, Knights only had 2 Raw matches, one against Ivar in February 2024 for an Elimination Chamber qualifier, and another against Cody Rhodes in March 2023. His quick appearances on Raw these past 2 weeks have got people talking, and there's a solid group of insiders who want him on the red brand every week. Yo, LA Knight to Raw, that's a no-brainer. The dude's got that old school charisma with a modern edge. His promos are straight fire, and the fans lose it for that yeah energy. SmackDown's been his playground, but Raw's got that big Netflix stage now, and Knight could absolutely own it. With only 2 Raw matches in 4 years, it's kind of crazy he hasn't been tapped for more. If this switch happens, I'm betting he's cutting promos with the top dogs and maybe even eyeing a title run. Get him on Raw and let's see him shine. Like and follow the Baby Phillyfox podcast on TikTok. Hey, wrestling fans! Big news from WWE. Ron Killings, formerly R-Truth, is back and turning heads. On the Something to Wrestle With podcast, JBL just dropped a bold take. At 53, Killings could be the next WWE World Champion. Let's dive into why this matters. JBL raved about Killings' recent promo, which racked up 2.2 million views. Proof fans are hyped. He called Killings the real deal, a guy who nails every role, from comedy to serious to rap. Unlike gimmicks that fizzle, JBL says Killings delivers. Since June 2025, Killings returned at Money in the Bank, attacking John Cena and ditching his R-Truth persona. New look, new merch, new attitude, black gear, no dreadlocks, and a serious edge. WWE is pushing him hard with a Cena feud, culminating in a big match on June 20th. JBL, backed by Booker T, sees Killings as a champ, comparing him to ageless stars like LeBron James. Why is this a big deal? Killings' reinvention is a high-stakes move. At 53, he's defying age stereotypes, and his 2.2 million views show fans are all in. WWE's betting big, but can he sustain main event momentum? A title run would be historic, especially for representation following legends like Booker T. The risk? Fans love comedic R-Truth. Will they embrace this darker side? The June 20 Cena match is make or break. If Killings shines, we might see a veteran steal the spotlight in 2025's WWE. So, could Ron Killings be champ? JBL thinks so, and fans are buzzing. Drop your thoughts below. Will Killings rule WWE? Stay tuned for June 20th. Liv Morgan is an outstanding professional wrestler, known for her talent, dedication, and captivating presence in WWE. The news of her recent injury, a dislocated shoulder sustained during a WWE Raw match against Kairi Sane on June 16, 2025, is deeply regrettable. Reports indicate that Morgan requires surgery and a prolonged recovery, leading WWE to revise storylines, including those for the Evolution 2 event. In a statement on X, Kairi Sane expressed her sorrow over the incident, emphasizing her respect for Morgan and disappointment over the match's conclusion, despite facing some unjust criticism from fans. Morgan's career is marked by significant achievements. She captured the WWE Women's Championship in 2022 by cashing in her Money in the Bank contract against Ronda Rousey, a defining moment in her career. She is also a 2-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Raquel Rodriguez, demonstrating her excellence in both singles and tag team divisions, showcasing her versatility in both singles and tag team competition. Her time with the Riot Squad demonstrated her resilience, and her 2023 return from a prior injury marked a significant resurgence, with standout performances elevating her status in WWE. Morgan's skill, charisma, and ability to captivate audiences make her a standout, and I eagerly await her return to the ring. Credit eWrestling News.